Hello everyone. I want to welcome my friend Bruna, with whom I'm meeting today to talk about my book. And not only about the book, but about overall sense of belonging and why it actually matters.
Aga, when we talk about this illusion, actually, of an inclusion, and do you see any relation between belonging here and loneliness?
Yes, I see the connection, the relation in that sense. Actually, in the book, even the preface in the book is my personal description how I felt being lonely. And this was my situation because I felt lonely by somehow being part of a group. So I had that feeling of belonging, but actually I experienced sometimes the feeling that I was lonely in a crowd. You know, you go to the big venue and you actually don't know anybody and you feel like actually nobody cares. Right? Mm-hmm. You may be very lonely in a big group of people. You may I don't know, have some identity to belong to a group, to a community. You may wear a T-shirt of an organization, but if your needs are not met, you will feel lonely. Mm-hmm. If you know that, I don't want to say not even a single person, but if you don't have a comfort that you can ask for support in that organization, team, network, then you will feel lonely.
Yeah.
The loneliness, it's not about the solitude, in my opinion. It's really about having a comfort that you can rely on something, and when something bad happens, you know who you turn to, and you have literally confidence that that person will be behind your back in a good way, that will support you. And having the opposite sensation of that, like being surrounded by many people, and sometimes we experience that in bad relationships. Mm-hmm. You stay in the relationships because you don't want to be lonely, you don't want to be alone, but actually your needs are not met, and you feel very often more lonely in a relationships than if you would be in a solitude. So they are not per se the same side of the coin, but they are very interrelated, in my opinion. As I said, you may feel lonely in a crowd, and you may not feel lonely in a solitude. And you may belong to a group without feeling the nurturing sense of belongingness. You may have identity related to a group or an organization. It can be a corporate, it can be a location, a city, or a nation, but you may still stay with the feeling that nobody is behind you and nobody will support you, and this is the worst case scenario, that you start feeling deeply lonely. To some extent, even I myself thought it's almost the second part of the coin. It's not exactly, like you may feel not belonging to a group, but you may not feel lonely per se. And at the same time, you may feel very comfortable in a solitude. And if you find this content informative and want to support me in creating more of it, don't forget to subscribe to my Experience Belonging channel. Share with friends. Thank you.